in or not.
Oh yeah, it is. It's gonna be an interesting one for sure. And now Seimei playing a different hero again. The guy impressing us with every single hero, playing different heroes. Nigma's definitely one of those ones that are harder to pull off, right? I would say that Penguin, Dawnbreaker, a little bit more straightforward. Magnus, especially in this game when you're against a Lion and a Puck, it might be hard to get those mutations.
Yes, I agree. I agree. This is definitely a lot of it comes down to your positioning and just overall read where the enemies are. So let's see. Let's see what Seimei is going to be able to do. 4-2-3 had a very good performance last game on the Alchemist as well. Really, for me, though, is I want to say mid lane. Like, Aincrad, this is... I think it was Harry that said it, like a skill-based matchup. I know there are teams in particular that actually really feel like the Void Spirit is favored in this matchup. But of course, your Puck does have your advantages. It really comes down to like who's playing from ahead. So we'll see. Aincrad, I mean, he's Grandmaster, level 30 on the Void Spirit. So he's got a comfort hero. It's still not an easy game. Like, there is a lot of control for the Void Spirit. So if he's playing from behind, we could have a similar scene from him earlier. But hoping for a bit better of a game from him.
Yeah, well, regardless of what happens, we know that Puppy's not going to be ahead of him, right? AA, no chance of a Midas. So, at least morally, he's going to be in a good place. But I think this is a great matchup for the Void Spirit. Maybe, as the lane stage breaks, it can become a little bit more Puck favored since we don't get to see the U-Scepter Void Spirits anymore. I still feel like Aincrad, if there is a lane he's supposed to do well, I think that's the one.
Yes, 100% agree. 100% agree. And also it's buffed up by the Empower, so that's definitely going to be a factor. And I think the important thing is just the fact, like, you have two supports that you can really make a lot of plays around, like jumping in to be able to set up for the Ice Blast from the Ancient Apparition, or importantly for the Dark Willow as well. Speaking of the Dark Willow, top lane, GH. Gonna be in some danger here. Unfortunately, Secret just have the level 1. Seimei very close to having that skewer available if he required it, and Kisko for another round of the spells as well. But GH is going to be fine.
Curious to see how many points GH. Oh, good. Skewer back, but I don't think they're killing Miracle, in fact.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah.
Maybe GH, actually. Kisko, yeah, sees that the Enchantress steps a bit too far. Now maybe Miracle's in trouble. They've got another Shockwave. They won't actually even go for it.
Too many creeps. I wonder how many points of healing this Enchantress is going to be picking, right? Because against this AA, you're not going to have that tankiness usually Enchantress have. So maybe this is like 1 point in the lane, but he's going to go for like a 4-1 maybe.
Okay. But it's definitely been like the big advantage of the Ancient Apparition, right? Just being like this hero that can really put yourself anywhere across the map and really not have much to fear. So not being able to be as survivable could be pretty frustrating. It really will change how GH plays.
Yeah, and I think I was talking, maybe it was Harry, I don't remember, that like one of the reasons that AA hasn't really seen any play is that, his laning stage is so bad, and we used to see like the Wraith King AA, Sven AAs, all of those heroes are non-existent, even CK. Auk is the one hero with a stun that he can actually play together. So I'm surprised that with so much Auk being played, we were not seeing AA. I'm happy that Secret gets to pull it off. We'll see how well Puppy is gonna execute.
So is this a lane? I mean, again, we see from Nigma, like, are they going to be able to play aggressive into the Ancient Apparition? Can even Secret play aggressive and get some kills down bottom?
I don't think they're gonna get kills, but I don't think it's the same thing. Like, Nigma has this primal that's supposed to be like a lane dominator. I don't think they can actually pressure. Not only you have the the double stun coming from the AA Auk, but just the slow from the AA makes the chase of trample non-existent. They can kill the AA because last time they had an ogre, so like both of the targets of the Secret lane were too tanky. So it's really on Puppy's position if he plays well.
Aincrad?
Rotation.
Omar with a pretty good rotation out. Yes, Samael now is going to have the spells to be able to provide the damage. Really nice move from Omar.
All right, that's huge. Now Seimei is going to be alone here for a little bit. Needs to be careful. CS-wise, I mean, Aincrad's doing amazing. Like, he was struggling game 1, but this time around, will be killed.
Nice to be able to slow him down. Bottom lane, they're going to make an attempt onto Puppy. 4-2-3 will charge up the concoction to try and hold back the Primal Beast, but a little bit of chip damage.
Yeah, that's the scary part. Puppy is to make sure he is not going to be open to the primal initiations. But as long as the Alk's nearby, there's always the protection of concoction. Lots of stacks here being done by Omar. Nigma, once again, being very proactive in terms of stacks. They do have heroes to invade and even steal them, though, on Secret.
Heroes to invade down bottom as well through the portal GH. Big advantage here with the Enchantress. See if they're going to be able to set up for a dive. They will have the catapult wave shortly to maybe assist with this. Probably going for a pull is not going to help. Nice read from Puppy. He's ready for this. What a D-ward.
Yeah. I mean, nighttime, right? You kind of expect those moves to start coming at nighttime during the catapult wave. But even though he reads the movement, they are taking tower damage here. 4-2-3 shows himself.
Middle tower is under attack.
This guy's going to TP down as well, so you're going to need some extra heroes. 4-2-3. Again, what is going to hold them back? Maybe even get a kill, actually. Yeah, GH falling pretty low.
Okay. A lot of tower damage. The early pressure from Nigma once again proving to be hard to deal with, but they will be able to defend the tower.
Importantly, we have the level 6s online as well between the mid laners. So it is a Invis that goes away for Ironcrad. Already got used straight away to play around with the bot, but it is a lot of kill threat now, depending on the supports rotating to help out.
Yeah, 4-2-3 taking pressure here from Omar, but not a lot of kill potential. Wisdom rune wise, I don't think there's going to be any steals, right? It doesn't feel like any of the supports is in position to steal the enemy one. Might just be an even trade.
Dire are scanning.
It is looking like that is more than likely going to be the case. So we're going to have to see how the mid laners actually get unlocked now. Is going to be the at least my big question. Because again, we haven't really seen supports try and rotate to enable them. And you want to try and slow down the Alchemist, whereas like slowing down the is going to be a little bit more difficult. I mean, this hero is not an easy kill at all.
Yeah.
So Magnus, like this hero kind of wants to be left.
Yeah, Sumeo's a little bit low on mana, so I don't think there's going to be any early rotation so far. He was stacking for himself, so he's playing very, just committed to hitting his timings, finishing the treads. He's walking. Yeah, I don't think he can really rotate. He might be waiting for the second rune. As you said, it was Aincron that picked the first one, but he just doesn't have the resources.
You're going to try and go with noobs. As instant TPs are coming through from Radiant. 4-2-3 will be able to turn with a concoction tonight.
Wait.
Oh, I don't know how it didn't get it in the end. Super close regardless. Ironcrad is going to be able to find the return kill. Now we'll look over to Omar as well. Is he going to be lacking the spell as mana is not there for the Resonant Pulse? He will now have it thanks to the wand. Miracle is survivable, however. Tries to turn Samel's rotation. He's going to be able to respond with the coil. It'll hold both of them into place. Finally, Samel feels it necessary to be able to get involved. They won't have anything left, and in fact 4-2-3 now coming back. Lends a beautiful double concoction. GH along with Miracle stuck around for a little bit too long, and Ironcrad, well, he will make sure it is not a third game in a row where he is going to struggle.
Yeah, I mean, really clutch rotation there. He's going to get the bottle refilled by EA, and they might be able to re-engage, although vision from Nigma makes sure that they know what's going to happen. All right, good word. Biggest winner is Seimei, though. He didn't really worry about that too much, so he was able to recover a little bit from the laning stage. He ended up being alone after the rotation of the Dark Willow.
They go just Miracle top.
Oh.
It's an easy kill, though. I mean, you got RP'd already.
If you get a cold feed into Aether Remnant,
just with these two.
Possible.
Oh, no way. It's gonna be fast enough. I mean, maybe will come around, but it's time for the TPs, and now you're fighting deep in Dire's territory. Do you commit, or do you try to escape? Nice block from Miracle. I think it really wouldn't have mattered that much in the end.
Honestly,
They're
I think
coming.
Miracle would have liked to be RP there. That was not a good play.
They're trying to get in with the RP, but the silence from Samel is going to be able to prevent that. Aincrad, that's 5 heroes. Even Noob's going to come through from the portal as well. So this from Secret. They felt like they needed to slow down the Dragon Knight. Aincrad, lacking the mana to be able to TP out, will be caught in the trees as well. So Noob's going to take the streak. Puppy's fine, but yeah, very forced it felt like, trying to slow down the Dragon Knight.
Middle tower is under
Yeah, I mean, they were maybe like one body block away from getting the Cody feed off, and then the RP would obviously connect, but it was a low percentage play for sure, and Secret will pay the price. With that said, though, with all those TPs and cooldowns being committed, they get to farm this stack. So it's not terrible that they forced that fight, as long as, you know, they had this plan in the beginning. There's not going to be... I mean, GH is here, but he's not going to be able to stop this.
In fact, they're going to try and force it. RP used. It's a big ultimate, but you get a kill, secure that one. Maybe Seimei is going to be happy with that.
Very happy. He's going to have probably a slightly faster Radiance this time around, just because he actually gets stacks this time. He was just farming solo in that game, and this time around he actually gets some extra love.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower.
So this
is
game,
under attack.
we do not have a team that is going to be leading
Radiant's bottom tower
at such an early stage. It is quite even. Got Alchemist on top, DK getting a decent amount of farm as well. Looks like Secret are going to try and attempt the smoke though. It's going to be the position 2 along with the 4. Looks like they will run into Omar.
Oh, those are some big stacks that they can scout if they kill Omar.
Or run up the high ground though.
Oh, okay. They're not gonna go there just yet, but yeah, lots of unfarmed stacks on the side of Nigma. It's probably Miracle that wants to farm them, and he already TPs. Yeah, seeing that kill, maybe feeling that their control of that area could be in jeopardy.
And he's going to be going for... I don't even remember. Did he play the DK? We're getting the Mask Commander, Sunshine Yasha again, no armlet.
I think he played a Seth in their first game, then Gyro, then DK. I think so, right? I think they lost picking SF into a DK, Nigma.
I don't remember.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, I think so.
Regardless, like you said, he's going to be farming a lot of sacks, but no armlet is going to be the build here for the Dragon Knight. So we will have that Sanjin Yasha route. See how everyone else is going. Samel working on the Witchblade. Nothing too crazy. Really, probably the big one for me is Noob actually going pipe on the Primal Beast.
Yeah, I mean, AA, right? It's just overwhelming magic damage alongside the Void Spirit. It doesn't feel great for the Primal, but it's one of those games where your supports can easily explode to that damage.
Oh, wait, okay.
Oh, and I'm so glad that Aincrad is going for Eggs first. I've seen so many Void Spirits rushing Manta, and
Yep.
I've cast a fair amount of those, and I just hate it with passion. So Aghanim Scepter, much more useful. Obviously, Manta has its games, but I think it's overpurchased.
I really would like to see them start playing a little bit aggressive though in Secret. You have the Radiance online. Try and open up the map. You'd really I feel like you have a lineup with the Void Spirit, Dark Will, and Ancient Apparition where you can invade a little bit more and potentially find these kills. Like this, the advantage of the Void Spirit in the early game versus the Park.
Under attack.
Yeah,
So-
that's what we're gonna try to do. But there is a smoke from Nigma. Little do they know that the Blink Dagger is flying to Seimei. He shows with no blink, and I think Secret could actually try and trick Nigma into a fight.
So gonna do a quick U-turn and go the opposite direction. So Samil and Omar may be looking to play around the Power Rune, potentially anticipating Aincrad to be here as well.
I
Puppy's
feel
going
like
minus
GH
two, I'm
is
pretty
sending
sure.
that Wild Wing to scout the blink, because Magnus backpacked one item when the blink was coming, and maybe the plan was just to make sure that they scout if Seimei has a blink. They probably figured out that that's what he's going for.
You did say earlier, right, that we're not going to get the Midas on Puppy?
Oh, okay. He will try his best to get on top of Aincrad's net worth. But it's going to be harder this game. It has no multicast, and Aincrad is doing pretty well.
We'll see. See on Mr. Puppy. I mean, it's important if they can keep this tier 1 tower alive. It's definitely a good position for the AA to be in, just spamming out Ice Vortex. Definitely probably the scariest area for anyone to be in. You know, quite easy for Nigma to be able to gank. So you're happy with kind of just having like a exposable support here. Disposable support, I should say. He's level 8 on Puppy.
Damn. And by the way, good ward here that the Nigma smoke allowed them to put out. They scout the same ace Blink Dagger, which means that they will be ready here for some... I think they want to smoke with this AA, in fact. So we'll see what they're going to do.
Game continuing to very much slow down. Who do we feel like this favors with the slow pace game we have? I mean, only tier 1 tower is being claimed is bottom 15 minutes in.
I think it favors Nigma. You know, I think they understood that they were going a little bit too ham in the early game. And, you know, with Dragonite, we saw so many carries trying to match the late game of Dragonite and struggle. Sure, you have Void Spirit as a second carry with Empower. But I think Nigma is happy with this. But smoking here, are they going to be ready?
Reading this. I was going to say... TP'd bottom, Miracle maybe was going to farm around the Ancients, and Omar could be there with the instant Hex to prevent that skewer back, which is a big thing that the line is going to be able to provide you this game, but Miracle wants out. Meanwhile, top is also getting assaulted from the Enchantress creep, so this is definitely an advantage that Dire are playing with, the fact that you can take objectives much easier than Radiant.
The smokes are weird from Secret though, right? Because they didn't take those towers, as you said. It's like you're not really able to penetrate into the enemy base. Like, two smokes that really didn't do anything, and they keep on pushing towers. They got top as Nigma, and they might just get mid here.
So hesitant to dump Puppy. Just letting the creeps just run around. Samael, finally Noob's going to look to try and cut through and find Puppy. He's got this high ground position. It looks like the tower will go down. So he's done his job though. Delayed it long enough. 16 minutes. It's about to have enough gold Midas recipe. But do you agree Secret not trying to force the issue? I guess maybe because Aincrad is accepted just yet, but would you have liked to see them defend that tower?
I think I would. Maybe their read was, if we finish the Sanjin Yasha in time, we actually throw the Elk's body so that we can set up a good RP. But without that tankiness, you know, I guess they didn't feel comfortable. I think it's completely all right. I just wanted to see them trade the tower for a tower rather than just watch it fall, you know? You could have probably set up in one of the side lanes and traded that mid tower for something. But I mean, if you're rushing a Midas on your AA, I guess that's kind of your plan. You don't really want to play too aggressive. He's not going to contribute that much just yet.
And may be forced to now, though. 1-2-3 is going to be able to scout out GH. Be able to pop the Chemical Rage. Maybe over the right side. That's an important initiation. Omar finds the blink here on Secret. Somehow Seimay's going to be able to slip out. They haven't secured the kill on the Magnus just yet, and now the RP is ready and waiting to go. He's going to find the jump, holding down Noob. Still though, Samael, he's over towards the south. If they got a little bit of control for the puck, it'll come through the form of the concoction and the damage. It'll be plentiful. Secret somehow keeps Seimei alive. He didn't die through it all. There was a little bit of health, I think. The one, maybe a Lotus as well, and they use their ultimates, and finally we get a bit of a skirmish.
Yeah, really weird fight. Nigma, they didn't have the Dragonite, no TP for Miracle, but there was also no Aincrad. He was walking from like the depths of the earth to try and get to that fight. And Secret, they bait the Magnus perfectly. He had a wand plus a Lotus, guessed the RP on just one, but that was enough. Very nicely done. And the heroes on Secret are very tanky, and I think that is one thing if Nigma is behind that they don't have, which is burst. Like early on, Finger of Death is fine and Primal has decent damage, but with all of these defensive items that the Primal is building, it's hard to isolate and kill someone.
Dire's top tower is falling.
Aincrad's got to run straight into Miracle with the double damage rune and Omar nearby, ready to go. Nice gank, Miracle. 2, 1, and 3. Honestly, been quite I think his game one on the gyrocopter. You know, last game he was almost able to. Again, the early game I think was looking very solid from him as well, and he's not that far behind the Alchemist.
Yeah, gets that lucky amplify damage rune, kills a juicy target, and this might just be a tier 2 tower. They don't have RP to defend this, so Secret, no trade that they can get for this tower falling.
It's gonna give a
I mean,
lot
this
of
is
map
much
control.
better from Nigma, right? Just a bit more patient. They're going for moves that involve fewer heroes. Oh, speaking of fewer heroes.
Can he be right-clicking a tier 2 tower? I mean, it's a really good terrorize from Kizco. It's going to give an opportunity for the Alchemist to pop the chemical rage. It's ready to go from Seimei. Is it really going to be able to turn the fight? He'll be able to find the angle onto 3, but the damage, it's just not there. Finally, the Ice Blast comes out. Puppey crushes it down onto multiple heroes, and that was the lack of damage they were missing. They were just waiting for it to come back off cooldown in Secret. They strike hard.
Dude, 4-2-3, just having this tanky build, waiting Nigma to go at him. He has the Sanjin Yasha, has the Dragon Scale, just so tanky, buying time for all of those spells to connect. It looked amazing, like with the pipe appearing here, but they were patient. RP to skewer, and look at Puppey. His Hand of Midas paying off already. He's gonna get his level 12 very soon.
Literally, the Ice Blast came off cooldown as soon as that skewer landed from Puppey. Perfect timing. And this net worth lead is blown wide open. I mean, you were... maybe critique is too harsh of a word, but you were just saying, like, Secret, they weren't getting a trade out of that tier 2 tower dump on it. But now, after that fight, you take the tier 2 top, you get a lot of map control. You've got BKB coming out on 4-2-3. Seimei's almost got a BKB as well, so they are rolling.
Yeah, that's a huge bait for 4-2-3, because he knew that they left bottom. The tower had already fallen. You're an alchemist. You're not taking that tower. But Nigma is like, why is this guy hitting my tier 2? He should be punished for this. And the punishing came from the other side.
Sorry, Kisco almost died. Just trying to
Dude,
get
Puppey
the name.
is
Okay,
gonna...
well, Omar died.
Oh. Puppey's gonna surpass Aincrad again. He got the shard. His Midas is paying off.
Guys? Went off the map. I thought it was going to get the pass by on to GH.
Oh.
Just never mind.
What else do we have here? Oh, this could be a Shadow Blade on the Void Spirit.
I used to be a really big fan of Shadow Blade Void. I thought it made his game very much easier to... Because it feels awkward to use your ultimate to have mobility to get across the map, and I think Shadow Blade and really helps out. I liked it more when the Silver's Edge was very strong.
Yeah, it was better the crit, but still, just getting the break this game is gonna be good. I think the Alk doesn't... He might not have the slot for the Silver Edge, so it's nice that Aincrad is gonna go for it. Maybe we could see Puppey building one as well. This is balling out. Smoke though.
Not gonna get anything besides the tower. They're a little bit too late for the Wisdom rune as well. GH is just ducking into a little hole right next to the pit, where maybe they're going to consider that on Secret. Looks like that'll be the case. So we'll see if there's going to be a defense if Nigma want to actually try and force the fight inside here.
Oh, GH! They know he's here!
What? How did they know? How did Seimei literally run to that spot?
He's a god. I mean, we've been praising this guy. He knows things.
But, yeah. God, that was... I don't know what that was. Who's dying across the map? Aincrad gonna be able to get Omar. That's a big solo kill for him. He's falling a little bit behind, so getting the experience is nice. And like you were saying, Puppey somehow is catching up as well.
Yeah, just 1300 gold is all he needs. Maybe he can get the Roche right click here. Come on. Nah, he will. He's not gonna go for it. Dude, that's so rough, right? It's another game where Nigma, they play really well, Miracle gets all the farm, but somehow like 1 or 2 bad fights completely blow the game apart. And I mean, they still have the better carry to carry matchup, but the scaling is definitely on the side of Secret this time around.
You think so? Where are we counting the puck in that equation?
I mean, I am, but his net worth isn't super high, right? And this feels like a game that could end up pretty soon. Like, it's not an even game in a 24. It's a 19 goal lead. It feels like Secret is gonna start taking a lot of the map. So it's really on Nigma to get good team fights. But do they have better team fights than Secret? I wouldn't say so. RP into A Blast, you have Willow. It really feels like Nigma. And you can split push. That's also Mayo can do. So we'll see if he's gonna try and do that. They're gonna smoke around. Aegis on Secret. This could be risky.
But they do know the Chemical Rage is about to expire, so maybe they feel like they can quickly blow him up. It's not easy though, again, with the item build that he went for. Like you mentioned, very survivable. He also has heroes playing behind him.
Yeah.
There are some that are across the map. Ironclad's not here. Puppy's not here as well. Look at the glimpse of the Magnus. This is a great start to the fight. And also, Kizco goes down. You couldn't have asked for a better initiation. Secret, they're going to try and bring in the reinforcements. So buyback on Kizco as well. They'll lose the Aegis. But he's got BKB along with Chemical Rage for the second life. So Mayo solo coiling over onto Ironclad. Ironclad's going to be okay. Dissimulate protects himself for the moment. Meanwhile, the Alchemist is getting soloed. 423 almost dying to noob. 423 able to activate the ultimate finally. Now starting to turn, but he doesn't have the damage by himself. No one else is playing with 423. They've done this perfectly. Nigma, they are back in this game. They've completely wasted that Aegis advantage. And now they're going to be able to get a big kill onto the Alchemist. Some much needed golden experience is going to be given over to Dire.
Really good foresight from Nigma, predicting that someone was behind the Alk. So they killed the Magnus first. That is the most important part. But as you said, 2 heroes from Secret were too far apart. I'm not sure Nigma knew that. I looked at the wards and there were no Dire wards actually showcasing that. But maybe they had any insight before. Maybe someone showed in a lane. Regardless, if they knew, just perfect read and just punishing Secret. They even forced a buyback. We're back to square one here. Even game.
We are. Very, very, very even. And now we see that, I mean, the cause on Dire, I mean, that's massive. And this DK, you definitely can against the Alchemist.
Yeah.
This is, you're not that far behind. This is some very aggressive stuff. It has to continue though, right? Like, you need to continue to avoid the Alchemist and go for some of the other heroes.
Yeah, and you need to avoid this Shadow Blade being used. You need to prevent the Magnus RP. I think that's really the most important aspect of Secret's team fight. And that was just perfect. You kill him first, he had no buyback, and Secret... you know, they tried to buyback to stop Nigma, but with no Magnus, that fight is unwinnable.
Radiant's middle tower is under
So we are going to see them posture pretty aggressively. We do have the Wisdoms up shortly. They might be able to get the jump though. Ironclad. Omar would be a great target. I mean, Miracle's going to be waiting in the wings, ready to go. Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh no. Save me. Again. But the Mag's going to go down without being able to play around with any spells. Oop, he can start to catch up with them. 4-2-3 with CSing. Does Secret really feel like they can win this 4v4 now?
They have BKB.
They're also trying to deal with the backline. A Miracle just beating onto 4-2-3 up on the high ground. He feels like he's going to be able to win this man fight with the BKB. Spy won't even matter. Miracle rains the crits down. And meanwhile, Noob is trying to catch up with the supports. His Primal Beast doing an exceptional job to kite them. Ooh, Ankrad.
Definitely some overconfidence from Secret there. You blink with no RP, insta-hacks from the Lion, and the fight just falls apart. They also buy back the Magnus, so 2 buybacks already being used. Secret being a bit sloppy. You know, they were very calm game 1, also pretty chill so far. But these little mistakes will definitely propel Nigma forward here. That's a Daedalus already with MKB on site, so you can definitely kill this Alk. Even with BKB, we saw that he, like, by himself, he cannot stand in the fights.
Really big props have to be given to Nigma. I think in particular, yes, we've seen the Magnus, like what happens when you get jumped, but I think Noob, just his read on how he needs to play the team fights has been very impressive. Like his Pipe BKB going Shiva's next, like he just wants to try and hunt the Ancient Apparition, stop him from getting a perfect Ice Blast off, because it'll enable then the DK inside the team fights, and also if you can stop the spell casting from Kizco too.
Yeah, also clutch plays from Omar. He was the one that found the Magnus in the first fight. He's the one that stopped the RP, made animation with his hacks. So very clutch on his plays. As now, I think the game's gonna slow down for a little bit. No Roshan in sight. Feels like Nigma is alright, waiting for this MKB. And once Miracle finishes it off, that's probably when you're ready to take another fight.
AD Rune Sumail has this with the Octarine, Enchanted Quiver. His counterpart, Ironcrad. 6-3-1. KDA is looking better, but still only level 17. Really needs that 18. Heavily will help him out inside these team fights. Same's also really been hit pretty hard.
By the way, you're talking about levels. Have you seen the difference between Miracle's level and everyone else?
Yeah, wow.
He's 5 levels ahead of 423. God damn.
Yeah, Jesus. They're ready to go. Nigma.
That's a big
It's
one.
5. They're going to be able to
him.
scout out 423.
Oh no, he has no
Higher
idea.
down, they're going to catch him off guard. Is able to at least activate the chemical rates. Let's see if they're going to have the damage with Miracle nearby. But the Terrorize, oh my god, he is gone. Miracle showcasing the raw strength of this Dragon Knight. This hero is so goddamn stupid. Kizco? Oh, I think they did. Okay, pings are there.
Alright, yeah, it's fine. I mean, 1,000 damage crits, Finger of Death, not a lot of auras here on Secret. Magnus is a little bit under-farmed compared to game number 1. So, yeah, suddenly 6k gold lead for Nigma. They're gonna get a tier 2. Let's see how lucky they get with respawn timer, because it will be Radiant, more than likely.
Radiant's middle tower is
Gonna have to worry about something else, but the high ground getting sieged instead. This will send them back by the looks of it with the Elder Dragon form about to expire, so they will not take that much damage in regards to the objectives, but all their outer towers, but the top one has been claimed.
2 minutes on Roche, so still gonna be Radiant. Will allow Secret to be in position to defend. I mean, at this point, the fights are extremely hard. Like, you went from 9k gold lead on Secret 3 minutes ago to 9k for Nigma. Alk is not a hero that is happy playing from behind. They're starting to like damage. The BKBs are up, and damage is available for Nigma. This Shivas on Noob's gonna make him so tanky.
Should be able to blow him up if they land the Ice Blast, but the stunner was too slow for Minecraft. Sumail is going to start to run them down. Let's put the Dark Willow away. Secret will re-smoke again, but this Ice Blast is pivotal to the success, and it's going to work out if you land an RP like that. It'll connect onto the Dino. Miracle's going to be able to turn, though, raining down the crits once again. Ironcrad's able to get the ultimate away, although jumps over the top, hunts him down. Now 423 is actually considering about running back into the middle, but Omar was quick on the fingers. The concoction will not come out. Stuns himself. Sumail with a triple. Look at the puck, it'll work. He'll catch up the same the front of the base. Nothing he has to fear. This is going to be a quad kill for him. Sumail. What a fight.
All right, Nigma fans in chat rejoice. Nigma is back, and they don't even need the Aegis. No buyback for 77, and they know that was that weird buyback when they were fighting pretty much on Nigma's base. And this is one lane of Barracks, potentially two, considering how fat Miracle is.
Feeling like it's in a position where there's Not going to be much of a way back in. 16,000 deficit. I'm not going to be leaving anytime soon.
Yeah, you're not afraid. If there's 3 here, until the Alk is back, you're not afraid. There is a glyph, so they can maybe force something here. Not really.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks has
I'll
fallen.
use it. So out they go with 2 full sets of barracks.
And if
T2
this
top
wasn't
is about
enough,
to be under siege.
they can actually get this tier 2. This will mean that Roche is on the dire side. So if Secret wants to contest it, they're going to have to be fighting against the buybacks of Nigma, which they definitely have. They got so much gold out of the last fights that they will have an advantage in that regard. Especially
They
when
should
you
have
consider...
seen the Tormentor hitting someone.
Radiant's
There is a gem on the Primal Beast, but he's a bit too far away. Oh, he sees the smoke on Aincrad. Breaks it.
Two, three.
Satanic on Miracle. 4,000 HP.
Up
Radiant
to go back for
are
Roshan.
strong.
There is a lane ward that should be dewarded pretty shortly. Okay, so maybe one last attempt here, which could be a beautiful spot to take a fight. With your RP, with your Ice Blast, they need to make sure they try and force this out of the
They're gonna bait that
pit, and
Puck
they
Illusion.
will. It's fallen pretty fast, though. They've got to make a decision. Oh, it's a male. Okay. Noob standing nearby, giving them the vision, and still Roche. It's down about a quarter left. Someone needs to scout this.
Yeah, I mean, tier 4s are taking damage. Like Nigma, they don't care. They know they're getting something out of this regardless. And they're not gonna contest Roche. They're taking tier 4 damage. This is a disaster for Secret.
Noob's gonna front Puppy too. So potentially no Ice Blast inside the team fight. Without the Ancient Apparition, how are you gonna be able to deal with the cause? 4-2-3 tries to go in. The Alchemist has popped BKB early on, and now once it's over, you're gonna have some difficulty. He's able to find the RP. Ice Blast comes flying out. They're too far behind. They don't have what it takes to go up against Nigma. You're not even gonna be able to kill them the once, let alone the second time. G's are dropped. And Nigma, they will send us to a game 3.
Yeah, very nice. A lot of resilience from Nigma. I really like